Anyway, what else is new?
Horrible Bosses 2.
I think we've already guessed from your voice
Have you?
precisely what you
You've
think.
already done
Yes.
you've already done the maths on this. Okay, so Horrible Bosses 2. After Horrible Bosses, we reunite the three main guys, which are Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis, and Charlie Day, and they are now on the skids, and they want to set up their own company and stop being sort of harassed by horrible bosses. And then they set up a company that makes a thing called Shower Buddy, which is it's one of those inventions that you see in a movie and you go, you haven't thought that through, because in order for it to work as a joke, anyway, blah blah blah. And then they run into problems with Christoph for reasons I actually can't be bothered to recount. They end up deciding that, like in 9 to 5, which is a much better film, they're going to kidnap somebody. Here's a clip.
How'd you do?
I did great. I actually got a couple extra supplies because I think we got to be more careful this time around. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
No,
I got a
good call.
magazine to cut up the ransom note.
So smart.
Can't be writing it by hand.
The Dora Explorer walkie-talkies.
Awesome.
Is that?
Well, it's not a spy store. It's a convenience store. It's the only kind
Did you
of
get scissors? Yeah.
I got some scissors.
I don't
Yeah.
see any latex gloves in here.
They're like super expensive. I didn't want to.
How much?
Like $9 a pair.
That's ridiculous.
Right? It's too much.
It's the only thing you went in there to buy. Go get it.
Hey, you know what we can do? We can use my golf gloves I got in my bag.
He's got gloves in his golf bag.
Hey,
all right,
so
don't
do
poke
that
holes
then.
in
Okay.
everything because I'm trying to help out.
Guys, the team's back together.
I call lookout, and I will let you know if I see Swiper.
I'm rustling paper just to fill the embarrassing gap before Mark can work out quite what levels of contempt he's going to reach.
Well, let me be honest. I mean, quite high levels of contempt. Firstly, in a sort of, fusty old man kind of way, I'm really fed up of the vulgarization of modern comedy, which basically thinks that the height of hilarity is getting a bunch of middle-aged men together to talk. I mean, that's a clip that's broadcastable, but there's I can't even discuss the other stuff that they talk about because it's, I know if you're listening on the podcast, it isn't, but it's that thing about, hey, we talk rude and dirty. Yeah. Cause that's really funny. Cause that's what guys do. And then you bring Jennifer Aniston into it in a role which can only be described as thoroughly humiliating. And then Kevin Spacey and Jamie Foxx turn up with kind of, hey, don't blame me, I'm just picking up the check looks on their face. And Christoph Waltz looks like he's desperate to be somewhere else. And Chris Pine just looks desperate. And then we get to the end when they do the outtakes thing. And then the outtakes thing is there to demonstrate to us that the people who made this film had such fun making it. Yeah, it was funny. Everything was funny. It was really funny making it. And I just think the same as before, which is I'm glad you enjoyed it. Because I didn't. Now, I understand that people will feel differently. I really do. I really genuinely do. And I understand that there will be a market for it, and I'm sure it will do very well at the box office. I just felt a little part of me dying. And there's no point in getting furious, but the first one was stretching a point. The second one is, what I said about Nativity 3? I feel the same way about Horrible Bosses 2, and we're only on the second one. I was wondering to myself, actually, Nativity 3 or Horrible Bosses 2?
What, to see again?
Yeah. I think Nativity 3.
Because?
Well, because it's just kind of slightly less grotesque.
Put it on the poster. Sounds like an absolute seller to me.
Okay, I don't have anything else to say about it.
Jennifer on Twitter, Mark's review of Horrible Bosses 2 has just woken my baby.
Sorry.
She says it was worth it.
Really sorry.